Hey everybody, this is Randy the Mobile Traveler. Today, it's time to show you how I cleaned the Blackstone. I'll tell you what, yesterday, made a hell of a mess on it. Let's get to cleaning. Okay, how I clean my Blackstone. As you can see, there's some steam coming off this. Well, the first thing I do is you gotta have it warm. I'm gonna scrape the gunk off from the last meal. There's grease, there's everything else here. So I lightly scrape it. I don't want to scrape it too much, but I got to get this grease off. And if you do it fast, you may burn yourself, so be careful. As you can see, I'm using a grill scraper. Now this thing also works for a wind protector. You just hang it right there. Pretty good. Anyway, if you scrape this grease fast, what you're going to end up doing is you could burn yourself. And we all know that hot grease is not a good thing. So I'm moving slowly. Kind of moving it around a little bit. Because last night I made chicken. Oh yeah, it got all over the place. Probably should have done this last night, but I figured I'd wait till the morning. Let it sit for a while. And that way I can show y'all how I do my cleaning of the Blackstone. Like I said before, there is no necessarily right way. There are wrong ways to do it. But people find the easiest way for them, and then they do it their way. This is the easiest way for me. It's not extremely. I had it on high for about 5 minutes, then I cut her down. So now, you just about got all the grease off, and now I'm going to start scraping. A little bit more pressure to it. Now what's really going to happen to get all this junk off is not cooking long. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some water. I don't use soap, strictly water. And that's going to steam, it's going to steam the crap off. And you don't use soap because then you'll have to re-season. In another video, I'll show you how I re-season. I'm going to move this around a little bit. And this will really get that gunk off there. Now, you don't want to use anything too abrasive on your Blackstone. But one thing that I do use, I use a scouring pad. It's a metal one. But I don't put a lot of pressure on it when I'm moving it back and forth. That's going to break everything free. Now, the griddle's already starting to cool off. You can use gloves. A lot of people do it. I should be having gloves on right now to protect my hands. All that safety and all, but I didn't have them handy, so I didn't use them. But you can see how that's breaking loose right there. Not using a lot of pressure. And I make sure you get the corners. As you know, we all take the food and we go up to the corner. Make sure you clean the corners. You don't want to have any dirty, gunky crap back there. It doesn't take long to clean a grill. And of course, if you do it right away, is better. But for video reasons, like I said, I waited. Okay, now go back through and I scrape a little more. Beautiful. Coming clean. Y'all see that glisten? Need a little bit more water. Right in that area. So, how many of y'all have cleaned a grill before? A Blackstone or a flat griddle? It's not that tough to do, really. I got a bad spot right there. I may have to season again. Which, like I said, will be in another video. Okay. Now I'm going to start cleaning it up. We got a good and scraped off all that junk. I am not pushing hard on this scraper. Just enough to where I can get everything off there. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to squirt it again. Good amount of water. And then I'm going to dry it with this rag I got. Just a regular old kitchen towel that I cut up. And the griddle is still hot. So, safety's sake, I shouldn't be using my hands. Because yeah, I just burnt myself, but that's okay. It moves faster with your hands. So I'm going to use it. I'm just going to be safe. As you can see, I flipped it around because it's soaking up better. Because you do have some grease on there. Now how I clean these is just throw them in a bucket of hot water. Soap and water. Let them sit, rinse them out. You'll be set. I do that a couple different times. And I flip the rag each time I do it. Make sure you get your sides. Just enough to get the water. We're not trying to take the coating off here. So, because like say you do that, you have to re-season it. Which looks like I may have to do in about 20 minutes. I'm going to show you how to re-season a Blackstone. Another video. Because this one is, it's due. Okay, I got all the edges. Now, if you have a good, clean cooking surface with Blackstone, what you do next is you take a little bit of oil, not a lot, I use about a capful, and then you take your paper towel and just lightly put it right back into the surface, coating everything and getting it ready for the next time you use it. Get this, make sure you get the sides, because you will be using that. Now I don't have a cover for this grill, but what I do is I cover it with a towel, just to keep the dust and everything off. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use another rag, and I am going to go over it lightly, just letting the rag do the work. Because you use a paper towel, you may get lint on your cooking surface. Alright, well I hope this was helpful for you, and stay tuned for how to re-season an old Blackstone. Well, that was a workout. At least you all know how to clean a Blackstone, or at least you know how I clean mine. Thank you for joining me. Stay tuned next time. I'm going to show you how to re-season a Blackstone. Y'all have a good night. Alright, bye-bye.